It's Mardi Gras time, and I confess I've never been to Mardi Gras. Don't judge me. I mean, I've hung out on Bourbon Street a couple of times. You ready for it? Good. I've hung out on Bourbon Street a couple of times, and I can only imagine what goes on during Mardi Gras. Like, I can only imagine. I'm not even ready. And I probably shouldn't imagine because my daughter is in New Orleans. She attends Xavier. And she came home last weekend, and I was like, so, spring break, what are you doing? She's like, Mardi Gras. That's it. No complete sentence or anything. She's just like, Mardi Gras. I was like, okay, have fun. I'll be there. And she was like, no. And I was like, I can have fun without you. But no, I'm not going because, I don't know. Well, I haven't made a decision. I guess because I haven't made a decision yet, that's why I'm not going. But anyway, today's tea comes straight from New Orleans. We gotta get you to Mardi Gras. Okay, it's not that crazy. It's a great time. Okay, Jacqueline's from New Orleans. I know that she says that it's safe and it's cool. Then I guess I need to go. But anyway, so today's tea is coming straight from the French Quarters. How about that? It was shared by one of our listeners. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. So you have the owner of the trademark for Huge Ass Beers has filed, and I said Huge Ass Beers, like beer, right? He's filed an infringement lawsuit against his neighbor and competitor for selling giant ass beers. I love this story. I love it for so many reasons. First of all, where else are you going to hear this type of story except for in New Orleans, in the French Quarters, right? Where else are you going to hear this type of dispute? I don't know. Second of all, it's really this perfect example of when I'm talking about what non-obvious trademark infringement looks like. And finally, you have a business owner who not only protected his brand but is also defending his brand. So, like I said, I love the story for so many reasons. Let's jump into it. We have the Nicholas Carnot Inc. Company. They filed for trademark protection of their mark, Huge Ass Beers, in like 2013, but they've been using the mark since 1996. He says that his beers became well known in the French Quarters area because of the gigantic 32-ounce containers that the beers are sold in. Like 32 ounces, that's like a quart, like what food is packed in. But people they're selling their beers in it. And if you walk down the French Quarters, you see people with giant things all the time. So you see these giant cups, and on the front of it says Huge Ass Beers. And one of the things that he said is that we spent a lot of money on marketing, getting this out there to become known. And you do, they have T-shirts and hats and cups and all kinds of stuff. So, according to his lawsuit, the infringement began after his business relationship with when his business relationship with the Alano family, it kind of went south. So when it went south, the Alano family started selling giant ass beers in their business establishments. And I think they have like 4 or 5 of them in that same area. So, boom, here we are. Lawsuit filed, right? So this is what you need to know about this case, why it's so interesting. When people think about trademarks and they're doing the trademark clearance searches, they always think about the same. You know, I don't see my name out there. That's what I hear all the time. I've looked and I don't see my name out there. Well, when we're talking about federal trademark registration, what that does is gives the owner the right to exclude people throughout the United States for using not only the same, but also the similar mark as theirs. So even though you're looking for same, you need to also include similar in order for you to make sure that you're fully covered. So, and that's similar as it relates to the class. And when we talk about classes, we talk about really the nature of the good or the service. So in this case, the class is going to be beer, right? So if they were selling, if Giant Ass Beers was really a television manufacturing company, there wouldn't be a conflict because no one's going to think about a television and beer. Like, it's not even in the same channels, right? So they give you the right to exclude. And I just thought about something. My microphone is way over there. I don't even know if y'all been hearing me this whole time. My apologies. Keeping it real today. But it gives you the right to exclude same or similar marks from using your same or similar from using your mark in the same or related field. So that's really, really powerful as it comes to branding and making your mark in the market, because now not only do you have people, you can stop people from using your same mark, but anything that might look confusing, then you can prevent that too. And in this case, you have huge ass, leave me alone, I can't say it, and then giant ass. And giant and huge are just two, they're synonyms, right? They're synonyms. So that's why that's similar, because they're synonyms. They essentially mean the same thing and give that same impression. And because they give that same impression, that's why the Carno family or the Carno business is suing for trademark infringement, because to the consumers, when that's the standpoint that we're looking at this from, is the consumers. When the consumers see this, are they going to be able to know that this is not the huge ass beer that they were seeking? And I think as far as the consumers and what they're looking for, I mean, they're drinking beer, right? So they're not really studying and taking a long time to make that decision. They're like, oh, okay, giant, same thing as huge, I'll take it. So in that instance, I can see that point for the trademark infringement, right? So this is why it's so important, though, that we do trademark clearance searches before we commit to a brand, right? Even if you don't plan on doing federal registration, even if you're only doing business in your state, you want to do a trademark clearance search, because one, that federal trademark gives them the right to exclude people in all of the states, all of the United States. So even if you're only doing business in this state, if somebody has a federal trademark protection, your state is covered, right? So you want to see what's out there to make sure that you're not about to be on the wrong end of a trademark infringement lawsuit, because it's expensive. It can cost you tens of thousands of dollars to defend yourself against a trademark infringement suit. So the first thing you want to do, our first takeaway is trademarks protect not just the same, but also similar. So when we're doing our trademark search, we're going to do a comprehensive search, and we're going to search not just the same, but we're going to search for similar. If you use things like LegalZoom, they're going to just do like a same name. When you use things like LegalZoom, they're going to do like a same name search, and that's not anything. Like that's nothing. That's not going to give you any type of protection. The second thing is you want to conduct this search before you commit to a mark, because what happens, and I've had this happen to clients of mine, where they come to me after they spent $10,000 on branding, marketing, commercials, and all that stuff, just to find out that they're the ones infringing on someone else's brand. And now they have to either rebrand or reach out to that company and negotiate something where they can get those rights back, or get those rights from them and own them. So you want to do it in the beginning to avoid that extra expense. The third thing, or the third takeaway that we take away from this, is you want to conduct it, like I said, you want to conduct this trademark clearance search even if you don't plan on doing business outside of your state, because even that use in that one area can be infringement if someone has a federal trademark. All right, so that's what I have for you today. If you need a trademark clearance search conducted, you know what to do. Call me, visit iprotectbrands.com and schedule an appointment, and we will definitely talk to you and help you out. If you have a registered trademark and you want to make sure that no one's infringing on that mark, contact us. We can set up some type of monitoring for your trademark to let you know what's out there on a monthly basis to make sure that no one is infringing on your mark. And remember, if you learned something today, make sure that you like this podcast, you share it, and you rate it. All right. And if you see a story, make sure to email it to us at podcast@thelegaltea.co so that we can get it out and we can talk about it. That's what I have for you today. You all have been awesome. I'll talk to you later.